What's up there, strategic planning people? The purpose of this very brief video is to give you some orientation on the next steps in our strategic planning process. Let me just call to mind our strategic planning process. This has been recently updated. I've colored in the milestones that have been completed in green. The milestone I'm talking about today is the milestone which is due for May 20th, which is to update the Pillar Strategy Team document and update the slide deck, which I'm going to talk you through right now. So, bottom line up front, this is very similar to the previous slide deck. We're looking for updates, any updates to the previously submitted information, and then we're going to ask for each pillar strategy to be looked at through a new lens, which is the lens of what we're affectionately referring to as our gut punch question. And what is our gut punch question? It's this: our society is more advanced than it has ever been. Why shouldn't it also be more equitable? And it is this inequity and trying to solve for this inequity that really is at the root of all of our work, whether it's in neighborhoods or national campaigns, etc. We are looking at the inequities that are caused by complex social problems. We've done some additional work in trying to really get at what are the factors that describe a complex social problem. We've had some debate on this, and actually if you go to the bottom of this slide and you look at the notes section, you'll see that there's been quite a bit of discussion back and forth on members of the executive team and others that have weighed in on how it is that we describe a complex social problem. That may help to inform some of the work that you're doing with the pillar strategy assessment. We're also talking about our problem-solving process and how it is that we approach solutions to these complex social problems. And then this is the area that we are working on as the individual teams around the pillar strategies. And so each pillar strategy team is to look at each one of the slides that they submitted previously and update that based upon the recent work, a summary, looking also at the key macro trends, and also looking at what is left to learn. What is left to learn, the time frame for this may change a little bit, because I think previously many of us looked at this as what is left to learn in our strategic planning process as it relates to this strategic pillar area. But this may now be looked at more along the lines of what is there left to be learned over the next 3 years as we look to address these issues of the dichotomy between what exists today and what we will have in the future if we achieve excellence in each one of these pillar strategies. And then finally look at the pillar strategy and say, how does the expertise in this pillar strategy solve for the inequities that exist today, and how will this matter for the future? Hopefully this is helpful in terms of the guidance. And again, getting back to our overall process, this is just one step in a strategic planning process. So after May 20th, we're going to get all of the feedback from the pillar strategy teams, and then the executive team and people that are working on development of the actual strategic plan are going to take that work product and create a draft strategic plan by the following week, which is May 27th, and that's what will be submitted to the board for additional review, and then it'll be finalized during the month of June. And starting July 1st, we'll be executing against this document, which will be our touchstone for all the work that we're doing going forward. Thanks for listening.